So we speak again, but now you are my captain. I am uncertain how I feel about this. Thorman served as an anchor in my life, and I know too little of you if you can serve in a similar fashion. But so far, I'm quite content with the results you've achieved. My axe will be at your side when you need it. Now, let us discuss the matters at hand. I think there is no time to delay action. We need to track down Durkoth and cleanse this land of his shadow. The longer we wait, the more innocent lives he corrupts. The halflings know nothing of conflict. I am aware that our numbers are low, but this is no excuse for cowering and hiding or refusing our responsibility. I will miss him, I'm not ashamed to say. Thorman was my beacon in the darkness that surrounded me since my early childhood. It will be difficult for me to adjust to a life without his counsel, but I'm sure I will manage. It is time I face these demons myself. And I am fortunate to have a strong group of companions surrounding me who will aid me in my recovery. I would like to forgive him. I know he is not truly to blame for his actions, that his mind was poisoned by Durkoth's silky tongue. But I can't help but feel anger towards him. I trusted him. I thought we were alike. Now, this thought frightens me. Should I be less trusting? Do I have to restart all the progress I made since Thorman took me under his wing? I have no answers for these questions. Durkoth won't fight an honest battle. Look for shimmering shadows and illusions of the mind. I think Durkoth got involved with some ancient and dark magic. I know little of how to counter these tactics. Luckily, I should have no trouble with his minions.
Greetings, my captain. Those words felt strange coming out of my mouth. But I have faith that you could lead us to victory, for Thorman and for the Shire. We should not act too rashly. Yes, I am aware that there is little time to be lost, but we cannot allow ourselves to lose any more members of our company. Needless to say, the safety of the people of the Shire is at stake, and it is our sworn duty to protect them. So we act, but we need a plan before we blindly assault Durkoth again. I cannot express how much I will miss him, but he understood the risks of his duty, and he would not shy away from it. That is how I choose to remember him, and that is how I will honour his memory. The way he died should not defile the way he lived. Let us be inspired by him, even after his passing. I feel sorry for him. I know he desired a more proactive attitude towards the events in the Shire, but he allowed himself to be poisoned by honeyed words. I wish I'd picked up the signal sooner, and looking back, I admit that there have been clues. Perhaps I had been too optimistic, and assumed that my unshakable trust in Thorman was universally shared. I only know that he cannot be trusted, and that his men are loyal to his promises. Perhaps we can undermine his authority, or show that he is not as all-powerful as he presents himself to be. Even better would be if we could call the people of the Shire into action, that they would rise against their would-be master. But I fear Durkoth might have some surprises in store for us, some that we cannot anticipate. All right then.
Oh, look. If it isn't my fearless captain. You realize Byercell should have been made our leader, right? I think she's just being modest, but you have large shoes to fill, Ranger, so we'd better talk business, lest Durkoth overruns us, you know. Strike! And strike swiftly! I can't put it any simpler. We need to take Durkoth out before he does any more damage. and he has inflicted so much pain already. If it were up to me, I'd lure him out of his hole and eliminate him. Allow me to be totally honest with you. I've been sneaking out of the base from time to time. Not just to escape my chores, but I also wanted to hone my scouting skills, and I've seen the men Durkoff employs. They aren't the sharpest tools in the shed, if you know what I mean. I think we could take them out quite easily, and that would diminish the grasp that Durkoff holds over the area. Our enemy might be a bit more defenseless then. You know, I won't deny that I could always agree with Thorman's decision, but he was the best leader I could imagine. It's hard to think about how we might progress from here on. It's like the foundation of our company is cracked, and we're shaking in the wind. To be honest, I could think of no other way to honor his memory than by completing the mission. So I want to focus on that for now, if you don't mind.
Yes?
Yes? I think she's just being modest, but I don't want to speak any more on Forodon than I need to. Honestly, what was he thinking? He knew he shouldn't trust Durkoff. I don't think I could ever forgive him for his foolish actions. I know I would have never done the same were I in his shoes.
I think it's fairly obvious by now what we should do. A frontal attack at this point is unwise. We should try to weaken his efforts in the Shire. If we can cut off his supply lines, hinder his workers, and stimulate the resistant spirits of the halflings, we might be able to strike him down in a weakened state. So go out into the world, all of you, and do good wherever you can. Sabotage Durkoff's efforts to draw him out of hiding. We have a chance, I think, but we cannot delay. The time is now. Speak to me for leads on how to oppose Durkoff's minions and slaves. Hello, Outlander. Can I... Several ways. For starters, we can spy on Durkoff, get a sense for the finer details of his plans. Next, some of the occupied towns should be liberated, and the towns on the verge of occupation defended. Aside from that, the enemy's forces could always be cut, or at least slowed down a bit. And releasing the halflings they've locked away couldn't hurt either. Well, there is a matter down in the marshes that I believe you should take a look at. Apparently, several patrols of ruffians have been causing trouble for the farmers down there. Good chance they're acting drunk and disorderly, so they're being ruffians. Not entirely a surprise. I'll be awaiting your report then.
See what you can do against my
You'll
blade.
die this day, Ranger. There. Did...
make you suffer.
I heard something. Nobody can tell me I didn't.
Pathetic worms. Did you think you could kill us all? I'll crush you.
The anarchy in the marshes has been extinguished, or so I hear. Being as you're back, I assume my sources aren't mistaken. Another task for the history pages, eh? There is more to be done. Where will you go next? Excellent. Durusk has reported a lot of activity near Durkoth's tower anyway. Whatever his next move is, he intends to make it quickly. I know I may be asking a lot here, but I want you to find out what he's planning. Unfortunately, that means sneaking back into Durkoth's tower, through the heart of his ruffian military, and spying on him. Not a task I can ask of you lightly. Through a series of well-placed bribes, I have acquired a new identity for you. How would you like to be a ruffian? I knew you'd agree. You weren't much more than a bandit when I found you, after all. Never mind, that's why I leave the jokes to you. Anywho, your name for this is Claiborne. You're a slob from Bray who just wants money to go out drinking. Here are the papers you'll need if anyone gets suspicious. Remember, look around Durkoth's hideout for any clues on his next move. And one last thing, don't let Durkoth see you. The ruffians may not know you from past experience, but he does. Good luck, Outlander, and keep safe. I don't want to have to come and rescue you myself.
You'll die this day, Ranger. You're nothing compared to me. Hope some hero comes round. Getting kind of boring round here. What? Who's out there? Caliborn? What? Caliborn's already in here. Oh, wait. What's that? You're Steve. Well, why in the bloody Shire didn't you tell me? Nit-witted new recruits. Caliborn. Wait, isn't you supposed to be down in Patmeet right now? We certainly don't want any well wishes from down there. Well, he didn't tell me about none of this, but I suppose it couldn't hurt nothing. Alright, let me unlock the door. It's unlocked. Come on in. I know it's been a while, but there's something different about you, Caliborn. Did you lose a few pounds?
Master, with the Ranger captain out of the picture, conquest of the Shire is inevitable. Your boss will be pleased.
Do you think I care if he is impressed? His approval is not what I seek.
Of course, Master. Some of the boys said Thorman begged for his laugh when he was betrayed. Begged! Pathetic Rangers think they're so.
Do not exaggerate the death of my brother, as if I am blinded to
They're
the truth.
killing us.
And that goes for the rest of you too.
Killer might be anywhere.
The next one to mention a ranger's fate will join him. Is that understood? Now, get back to work. I need this tunnel completed soon. If any of you are to keep your heads.
good, you're back. I was getting worried. What have you found? What? Why would he do that? But that doesn't make any sense. Wait, north, you say? By Cedar's air, he means to conform with the goblins. Hopefully, it means he's trying to clear them out. But in reality, I fear they have joined forces. The goblins already have a thriving nest of tunnels underneath the Shire. If the ruffians gain access to them, they can travel great distances underground without our knowing. Nothing. Not now. But we do know that an alliance is possible between them. That is vital information. Once again, good work. Oh, didn't see you there. There is more to be done. Where will you go next? Good. We have an urgent matter in Tuckburg. As you may have heard, it is one of the only towns that has managed to avoid the claws of our enemy thus far. But if we don't do something soon, the brave halflings down there won't be able to stay that much longer. An invasion force is on its way, and it'll be there soon. Those little folk need your help, Captain. Good to hear. Show them there's still hope.
I can see you're almost dead. Ready for a worthy fight.
The poor little ranger bleeding. You'd better run this to be a challenge. I'll show you pain. There, you're almost dead already. Pathetic words. There is no escape. Your time is running thin.
Thank you, Ranger. They would have dragged us off to one of those prisons if you hadn't have shown up when you did. We are forever in your debt. With your help, I doubt those ruffians will be returning any time soon. So Tuckborough will hold out as it always has, with determination, strategic planning, and a whole lot of tobacco. Don't you worry about us.
I hear the invasion of Tuckburg was foiled. I knew I could count on you. There is more to be done. Where will you go next? Good timing. From my reports, I believe it is time to liberate Far End from ruffian control. The little folk there have endured much suffering and torment. We have a chance to change that, but only if we act quickly. Well, you can begin by getting rid of the bandits who occupy it, as a start. Then you'll probably have to convince the locals that they're free again. Because of how long these ruffians have held a tight grip on their home, the promise of freedom may be difficult to conceive again. Sometime along the way, you'll need to tear down Durkoth's banners and replace them with those of the Shire. Aside from that, there's not much more you can do. Excellent. Here are the banners you'll need to replace Durkoth's with. Good luck.
I heard something. Nobody can tell me I didn't.
Our master said he would keep the Rangers off our backs. Do you really think he can... Can't take us all now.
The news of Far End's liberation has reached my ears. Good work, Captain. What do you want? There is more to be done. Where will you go next? Tin Ruth recently intercepted a message from a notorious bandit captain in the south. After a brief inspection, we discovered that this was addressed to Durkoth. He rambles, but apparently the captain was replying to a recruitment call Durkoth sent out about a week ago. If I understand his substandard handwriting correctly, he means to enter from the southern gate soon and meet with Durkoth right afterward. If you arrive at the gate before him, we can cripple our enemy's reinforcement lines. You mean to ask if this is a setup? I doubt it. The traps of our enemy feel fairer in appearance. The letter I read was foul and difficult to decipher. That is but my opinion, of course. In any case, I advise caution. Good, then use that experience to your advantage. Best of luck, Captain.
Why you Rangers even bothering with the Shire?
You owe them
It's the
halflings
poor
nothing.
little ranger bleed.
You're almost
supposed to...
You can't hope to win.
Do you really think you can beat us?
I heard you welcomed that bandit chief to the Shire in a proper manner. Nicely done, Captain. I think we can take a shot at Durkoth now. Are you ready as well? Marvellous. Then we will plan our final assault. Meet me in the main chamber. We will discuss our plan there.